welcome again. We've been looking at the 9 aspects of the mind. We've covered the first 3 so far, covered the defender, the preserver and the manager. But what happens when the aspect merges with one of the functional minds? For example, it merges with the positive or the negative or the neutral mind. Well, you end up with projections when an aspect merges with one of the functional minds. And you probably already know that the default mindset is the negative mind, the one that wants to protect you. So just looking at the first aspect, the aspect of the defender, when that merges with the negative mind, you end up with a projection which is called the soldier. We're going to cover that today, and we'll do a meditation for the soldier. So what is a projection? It's a stance of the psyche projecting into action. So it's an attitude of your mind that's a tendency to approach an action in a certain way. There are 3 projections attached to the defender, which is the first aspect that we looked at. So the negative mind projection is the soldier, the positive mind is the ombudsman, and the neutral mind is the prospector. Today we're going to look at the soldier, which is the projection of the negative mind merged with the aspect of the defender. We'll do a simple meditation that will help you to keep the soldier projection balanced and useful. As this soldier projection comes from the negative mind, it perceives threats around you, and it perceives the threats as being intended towards you. So its job is to protect you, obviously. If this projection is too strong, then whatever the challenges you face, it will perceive them as being intentioned towards you. It could possibly doubt itself and feel that it hasn't covered a threat properly, and it could go on anxious searches or relentless inquisitions, and whatever the size of the threat, it might feel that it needs to destroy everyone, everything involved, so that there are no survivors to threaten you in the future. If it's too weak, then it will assume that no threats at all are intended for it, and it will be difficult for it to imagine any evil or disastrous intent. It will not be prepared to defend you. If it's balanced, then you'll be able to perceive threats, and regardless of the size of the threat, you'll be able to deal with them as they come along. You will also have a single-minded focus on duty and objective, and you'll be able to systematically eliminate any threats or distractions that prevent you from reaching your goal. There's a synchronized meditation for strengthening the soldier projection in you, and it uses the mantra Satanama, which is the mantra for birth, life, death and rebirth, and it represents the infinite cycle of life. And for this meditation you need to sit in easy pose if possible, or on a chair, and have your hands in the Lotus Mudra, so your thumb touches all of your fingers, and hold your elbows next to your sides and your forearms parallel to the ground, and have them angled out so that they would make a 60-degree angle from your center. We'll prepare with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Place your hands in the mudra, which is the Lotus Mudra, thumb touching all of the fingers. Elbows in at your sides, forearms parallel to the floor, and your arms angled out 60 degrees from your center. So you're going to inhale deeply and then exhale fully. Keep your inward gaze at the third eye, at the brow point between your eyebrows. And then hold out your exhale, squeeze Mula Band, Uddiyana Band, root lock and abdominal lock. Of course, the back of your neck is long, chest out, chin in. And you would then repeat mentally Satanama, which is the birth, life, death and rebirth mantra, which represents the infinite cycle of life. So you repeat Satanama 4 times, so you have 16 beats internally while you're squeezing the bandhas and holding out your exhale. Then you inhale deeply and exhale immediately, and then you repeat. So it's inhale, exhale, squeeze the bandhas, repeat internally, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. Inhale, exhale immediately, then inhale, exhale fully, hold out the exhale, squeeze the bandhas, and again repeat internally, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. Inhale, exhale immediately, and repeat. Your ultimate aim is 31 minutes, but start with 3 minutes, and you can continue with this if you feel that your soldier projection needs to be strengthened. Yogi Bhajan says this meditation takes you beyond all fear and lets the soldier act directly and true. Bring your hands together, big inhale. Sat Nam. Sat